Hello everybody, this is Professor Chandana Goswami from Tejpur University, and today I will be talking about time management. Time management is one of the important skills that we all have to develop, and this will help us in not only being efficient but also in reducing stress. All of us face time demands at work. You can see here that these demands come from task demands, other people's demands, and our own demands. Task demands is associated with the job, the organization in which we work, and the system that we have to follow. Other people's demands come from boss, colleagues, subordinates, customers, and to top it all, we have our own self-demands. We have to meet our emotional and physical needs, and we would also like to use the capabilities that we have. So these three factors have a great impact on us and consume a lot of our time. All of us have a time management style. Some of us plan and schedule everything till the last dot, while there are others who are not into any kind of planning and scheduling but will react to everything as and when it comes. There are some who are so preoccupied with how to plan for the future that they are always living in the future. So we are calling them as people who live for tomorrow. And opposite is there are people who are not bothered about the future. Whatever will happen is the policy. And so they live for the moment and enjoy the moment. Now all these extreme ends are not very desirable. We need to plan and schedule everything, that's nice, but also we must keep some free time so that we can react to unpredicted things that come up our way. Similarly, although we might enjoy the moment that we are living in right now, it is also wise to plan a little for the future. So we need to have a balance. Too far from balance will indicate ineffectiveness. So if we want to have the balance, time management has to be seen as a set of different skills. So what are these skills? Number 1, dealing with others. Number 2, planning and scheduling. Number 3, prioritizing. Number 4, finishing things. Number 5, objectively evaluating options. Number 6, motivating yourself. Number 7, seeing better ways to succeed. Number 8, getting resources to help. And I will explain these skills one by one. The first is dealing with others. We need to find out who is demanding our time and how can we deal with them. For this, you need to have good communication skills. You should have the ability to listen very carefully and summarize what is being said. If you can do that, you can understand the things in a short span of time and also will be able to take up the necessary action that is required from your end. Second is assertiveness. It means saying no to certain requests which are not going to add any value to whatever we are doing. And while saying no, we should also state our position as to why we are saying no. So if we have good communication skill and we are a little assertive, we will be able to save much of our time that is being demanded by others. Number 2, planning and scheduling. You must have heard of it that everybody tells you prepare a to-do list, and a to-do list is a really wonderful piece of paper. If you can jot down the things that you would like to achieve by the end of the day, it is a good idea to write them down so that you are on track, and by the end of the day you can find out how many you have completed and what needs to be carried over. Allocate regular times for routine paperwork. This is very important for people who are working in the offices, in administrative positions, where there is a lot of paperwork to be handled. So therefore, if you can speed read, prioritize, and classify which documents need what kind of action, then you will be able to save time and work faster. I will also explain how you can do this prioritizing in the next slide. So the third skill is learn to prioritize. For this, you need to look at the job in terms of importance and urgency. For importance, ask yourself, how does it help me achieve my overall purpose? And for urgency, ask when does it need to be done? So urgency is in times of a term frame, and importance is how much it is associated with the job that you are doing. Will it add value? For this, you can prepare this grid. On one axis, you can put the importance. So we will denote it as high or low. And on the other axis, urgency, again, which we will denote as high or low. If the job is important and it is urgent, that means it has to be done now, then your option is the first box. Do immediately with a lot of time and effort. Second, the job is important, but the urgency is low, which means it is an important job, but you have some amount of time given to you. You don't have to do it just now. Then you will schedule or set deadlines. You will allocate time for full exploration, and you will do thorough planning. The third point, importance is low. It is not really very important for you to do the job on your own, but it is urgent. It has to be done just now, kind of. Then either delegate it or you do it, but do it immediately. Get over with it very quickly. Don't spend much time on this. And the last is where it is not really very important, and neither it is very urgent, but it has to be done. So again, here also, please delegate it or you do it immediately. Schedule quick decision points. All right. So in any case, when the importance is low, you do it very quickly and get over it. Don't keep it pending. It's not going to serve any purpose. I'm sharing an example out here. So this is a case of academic institution. Can you see the first box where the importance is high and urgency is also high? So things related to examination matters and recruitment, which are very, very important and has to be done immediately, kind of. So we are placing it in that box. But if you are talking of a collaboration with another institution, or you're talking of reporting to higher authorities, both of these are important, and you have a time frame for that, which means the urgency is low. So I have kept it in the second box. In the third box, we are taking up where importance is low but urgency is high. A particular lab equipment must have got spoiled. It is not really spoiled, but like, you can continue using it. You have a choice between buying it or, using it. but you have to do it now, kind of. So get it done immediately. And the last box I have put in preparation of a holiday list or preparation of the academic calendar, which is low in importance and low in urgency. You have time, to prepare this holiday list and an academic calendar. So in this way, you can decide your activities, whether they are important or urgent, and place them accordingly in these grids. And then after this classification, you can take your decisions on how to act on it. Let's move to number 4. Number 4 is finishing things. So it comprises of doing and completing. For doing, you must start doing it now. If you don't start the job, you are not going to finish it. So act on it now. If it is a large job and it seems overwhelming, break it down into small chunks and attack it one at a time. And third, try to understand motives for procrastination. Ask yourself, why am I not starting the job? Why am I pushing it? Why am I keeping it pending? Is it because I do not like the job? Or is it because I do not have the skill set? So once you start doing, then the question comes of completing the job. So for completing the job, you must have clear boundaries. You must stick to deadlines. You cannot have all the time in the world to complete it. So have the clear boundary and stick to your deadlines. And do not carry the weight of unfinished business. Unfinished business and pending work actually causes a lot of stress. Number 5, objective thinking and analysis. Here you will have to do two things: monitor the use of your time and also do systematic problem solving. In monitoring the use of time, which most of us don't do by the way, ask yourself, am I making the best use of my time right now? This will give you an idea of what to do at what point of time. And systematic problem solving. Like in the earlier slide, I said that if it is a big job, break it down into small pieces, take one piece at a time, and then go ahead with the job. So that is systematic problem solving. Number 6, self-motivation. In self-motivation, it is very important that you understand yourself. And for understanding yourself, there are a lot of psychological tools when you can work out those exercises and find out what kind of person you are. And most important is enjoy yourself. Be happy with what kind of person you are. Be happy with the kind of opportunities that you have. Then balance your needs with those of others. Yes, I'm not telling you to be selfish, but when you are kind of meeting other people's needs, also keep in mind that your needs are also there to be met. And I personally believe that if I am not happy, I don't think I can make other people happy. So balance your needs with those of others and reward yourself. Don't wait for other people to reward you. If you think you have done a job well, go out and celebrate. Buy something good for yourself. So it is not a bad idea to reward yourself. Number 7, seeing better ways to succeed. A job which you are doing for the first time, or maybe even a routine job which is equally boring kind of, and you really don't feel like doing it, I suggest that you take it up as a challenge. Develop curiosity about this work. Use your creative skills to find out if it can be done in a different way, and you will definitely innovate and you will find a better way to do the job. And by better way, I mean that you must have found out a smarter way to do the job in which less time is going to be consumed. Number 8, the last one, is getting resources. Who do you know who can help you to achieve your purpose. And what kind of help are we looking out for? We are looking out for help in terms of information, support, materials, and other resources. For this, you must have a network. You must establish relationship with people. You must take interest in the kind of work that they do and keep in touch from time to time. This networking is important and it gets developed over a period of years. If you can have these linkages, it is very easy for you to get the resources, and therefore you can get your job done in a shorter span of time. So I have told you about time management as these 8 skill sets, and once you have mastered those 8 skill sets, you will be able to manage your time properly, and you will also be able to see these outcomes in your lives. You will feel that you can achieve your goal. You can feel a sense of comfort. Stress level will be reduced. You can allocate time to areas that are more important for us, and above all, be efficient. So with this, I thank you for tuning in to this session on time management.